Week 12 of the Belgian Pro League, and we have a Halloween spectacular for you. Club Brugge against Royal Antwerp, against Standard Liège, the two big matchups, but they're all chasing Union Saint-Gilloise, the leaders at Westerlo this week. Cercle Brugge are flying high too, and at Mechelen, can Charleroi make it 4 wins and 5 at Eupen? Anderlecht, Leuven and Kortrijk Genk have repercussions at the top two. But first, a game where the winners go into the top half. Sint-Truiden against RWDM.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and very welcome here at the Zone 11 for the first game of Matchday 12 in the Jupiler Pro League. It's a match between Sint-Truiden, STVV, playing against RWDM, 9th and 10th ranked in this Jupiler Pro League competition. The shot and the save of Suzuki, and it was necessary. Here is Ito, and the save of the Fournier. Ito with a nice run, a nice rush and a nice shot. Zero with the dribble. There is the pass, but no one on the second post. Here another pass, and again no one in the middle, no one in the center. Only Harris. He can head it away quite easily. Sint-Truiden claiming the handsball, and he will point to. There is a penalty. There is a penalty. And he scores! Hits the ball perfectly, high on the left side. Perfect playing around, and this is Sint-Truiden who has who's been liberated by this goal. Nice combination, and then the goal! No! The super save of De Fournier. Pass, and now the possibility, and the equalizer! It's the equalizer! And indeed, it's Gaye, top scorer of the Brussels team with 5 goals. He makes his 6th, and he equalizes. The pass, the header, and the winning goal! The winning goal in the final minute of additional time. This is wonderful, this is fantastic, and this is Hashioka with a header for victory. What a glorious moment. Start pushing on the legs, on the feet, because he has cramps, he's dead. But at the same time, he's alive and kicking. And there is the whistle. It's the match coming to an end. And it's STVV winning this confrontation, winning this match against RWDM.
Mechelen's run to the cup final last season was a big help in lifting spirits during their successful fight against relegation. Lying 13th with only 1 point from the last 5 games, they may need to do it all over again. Right now, relegation fights are in the past for Cercle Brugge, lying 4th thanks to wins over Leuven and Gent. A win here would put them 2nd for a few hours at least. Mechelen's problems in front of goal exemplified here. Geoffrey Ehrman's free kick knocked across goal by Toon Rijmakers, Leon Laberbach's header evading goal, and Elias Cobout too. Kaka's boss Stephen Defoe hoping for better times, but Cercle Brugge not the kind of club nowadays that hand out presents. Hugo Sike's free kick finding Boris Popovic onto the crossbar and over. If you're wondering about his reaction, here's why. A very good header deflected onto the woodwork off a defender. Gaetan Cook not required for a save this time. Mechelen close to going one down and needing a reaction. No playing from the back here. Cook's goal kick for Laberbach. Kerem Rabtree picking out Nicholas Storm. Cercle goalkeeper Wallison keeping it out. But these days under Miran Muslic, Cercle are a team that press and press and press, knowing a mistake has to come from somewhere, this time from Ehremans. Thibaut Summers driving forward and striking narrowly wide. The close presence of Ramak is definitely off-putting, but at a very big cost for him. While we're watching Summers' chance, we're hearing Ramak's, and that's considerable pain. In his first ever start for Mechelen, Ramak is going off with a suspected ACL injury, like teammate Rafael Bakali last month. Sandy Walsh and David Bates would be injury victims later on too, with one major contribution coming up first from Bates. Jan Boho with the early legwork, Mechelen struggling to get the ball clear. Summers picking out Hannes van der Bruggen for a deflected shot, stopped on the line by Bates. Follow-ups from Boho blocked, and Leonardo Lopez missed. Good timing from the Scotland international defender. Relief for Mechelen. And probably relief for Defoe at the arrival of half-time too, but the limping Walsh would not return. The hosts playing solidly against one of the best sides around right now. Ehremans' cross headed out by Jesper Daland, straight to Janus van Hecke. A belting volley drive pushed onto the post by Wallison. Brilliant shot, brilliant save. Mechelen taking the corner quickly, pushing plenty of bodies up. The header away by Leonardo Lopez, and clearance by someone we haven't mentioned up to now, Kevin Denke, putting Mechelen on full alert. Along with Union Saint-Gilloise, there can't be a better counter-attacking team in the league than Cercle right now. And here's more evidence of that. Denke's 10th goal of the season. Top scorer in the league, and the hottest striker around right now for one of the best sides around right now. Muslic's ball strikes again just when Mechelen thought they were making inroads. The Yellow Reds with 8 players up for the corner, Cercle pouncing, Denke's clearance getting Mousinho away, Felix Le Marechal with the cross, Denke with the finish, and right now no one finishes like him. The first player to hit double figures in the Pro League this season. Mechelen's constant creativity has to be of some consolation. Storm's corner met by Cobbout's head. Another good opening, Wallison saving. Surviving that pressure, Cercle ready to have some fun again. Darlin setting Kazim Alegbe away, with Denke in full support, but this time not needing it. The boy from Brussels with his first ever top-flight goal. A graduate of the Southampton Academy, Alegbe spent last season on loan at Ross County, an English fourth-flight Harrogate town. But now, Kazim Alegbe has definitely arrived. 2-0 down, Mechelen still plugging away even in the 89th minute. New signing from Caen, Norman Bissett almost making a major name for himself. A quality bicycle kick. Wallison keeping his clean sheet though. Lauberbach's not on, Bissett keeping Cercle on their toes. But Defoe and Mechelen resigned to their fate again. Cercle continuing to press again in stoppage time. Alegbe getting Mousinho away down the left-hand side. Van Leberger stopping it with his hand. A penalty for the Bruges men, just about the final insult. The effort from close quarters. Denke having the perfect season. You'd put your house on him scoring this. Off the post, back to Denke and in, but disallowed due to no other player touching the ball. A 21st century goal denied by a 19th century law of the game. But no denying Cercle right now. Their third win in a row, going into second place for a few hours at least. Next week they face Anderlecht. Mechelen facing a tough season. Mechelen 0, Cercle Bruges 2. It's always survival of the fittest in the bottom half. It's the law of the jungle. So, here's the Pandas against the Zebras. Eupen with 6 losses in a row in 14th. Charleroi 9th, winning 3 of the last 4, beating RWDM and Antwerp in Matsu time. Eupen and White falling 4-1 to both Antwerp and Union Saint-Gilloise in the last 2 games. Attacking Charleroi right from the start. Jentel van Genekten's cross rebounding off Damien Mark straight to Isaac Nuhu. A real tester for Hervé Coffey to save straight away. Nuhu already in lively mood. Charleroi with a heroic victory over champions Antwerp last Saturday, taking the lead 3 times, with Nicolas Stulic scoring the opener in that one, and via Stefan Kinezevic's tee-up, the first to hit the net here. Much to celebrate for him right now. A man in form for a team very much in form. and they're all in it together. Adam Zorgan getting it forward for Knežević. Stulic with the excellent finish. Now, if Knežević looked level to you there, the VAR team don't agree with you. Offside given. And from that angle. Despite that, the Zebras continuing to attack. 5 goals in the last 2 games. Parfait Gangon picking out Stulic again. Eupen's American keeper Gabriel Slonina keeping him at bay. Charleroi keeping their danger up. And even more so from Zorgan's free kick 7 minutes before half-time. Eventually finishing at the feet of Ryota Morioka. Slonina equal to it again. The youngest goalkeeper in MLS history has been kept busy by the league's most porous defence. Surely Charleroi would get a breakthrough, but in search of one just before half-time, Jan Kral dispossessing Giangon close to the open penalty area, then getting Isaac Christie-Davis clear. Before popping up again to finish. Kral with his first goal for Eupen since moving from his native Czech league at the start of last season. Lift off at last for Florian Kovelt. Kral there at the start and finish. Former Wales under-21 international Christie-Davis doing most of the rest of the work. A belting finish from Kral. And right on half-time too, Eupen 1-0 up. Former Chelsea and Liverpool youth player Christie-Davis, so vital to Eupen's opener. Here's sending Magne clear down the right, finding Kevin Movold. A tidy finish from the recent signing from Union Berlin, and his first goal for his new club, his first for 2.5 years. He's loving life in Mouzarain. Magne onside when Christie-Davis sent him away. Moveld's last goal coming for Werder Bremen under Kovelt. Worth waiting for. The Zebras had been aiming to go within a point to the top 6, but little joy up front in a game where Felicia Matsu said afterwards his team had been defending like children. Another attack broken up, causing a quick retreat. Alfred Finn Borgerson leading the counter-attack, having just come on. Van Connecten only just denied by Coffey outside the area. Close to a third, Coffey having to advance outside the box. On target for Iceland in the recent Euro qualifiers, Finn Borgerson very effective tonight, creating loads right in arrival. This for Nuhu, just off target. Charleroi can only reflect on an off night, the first of 3 games in a row against sides in the relegation zone. Zorgan's cross from the right for Badji, his header this time denied by the post. Outside of their disallowed goal, their best chance coming in stoppage time. Eupen's first 5 games yielding 3 wins and a draw, losses all the way since, until tonight. They're out to the bottom 4 and up to 10th, the Pandas leapfrogging the Zebras. Eupen 2, Charleroi 0. Anderlecht beaten by the odd goal in 5 in one of the best Clásicos in recent years, but still second coming into this. Leuven having trounced Sint-Truiden 4-0 to climb out of the relegation zone. So Anderlecht playing in their changed kit today. The light show was on for a moment. Well, hold on, Anderlecht haven't scored yet, but they'll try to here. Augustinsson on the overlap. Opening straight away for Dolberg. Good save by Prevost. Nice opening. Came all the way across, just off Maziz, and Zingy remains in support. Misao. Oh, great goal! Brilliant strike by Kento Misao, whose very first goal since coming from Santa Clara in Portugal. And it's one to remember. Inside 5 minutes. A brilliant strike from outside the area. Well past Schmeichel. There's no Schmeichel saving that. Brian Reamer has got Anderlecht fizzing right now. Could have been 3 up against Standard last week. Fell away in the end. Dreyer got behind that beautifully. A superb equaliser for Anderlecht. Anders Dreyer ties it up. 1-1 after 11 minutes. Didn't he hit it well? Right on the sweet spot. Chance to clip it forward for Kylian Sardella. And back to him again by Dreyer. Lots of support for him. Dreyer has got options in the area. It's gone all the way through! And Anderlecht are in front! He was looking for Hazard, but I don't think Hazard connected with that. Little bit of a skirmish because of an incident in the build-up. But Dreyer looking to cause mayhem, and he absolutely did that. Gets his, and Anderlecht second, and it went straight in. Hazard not touching it. It's Dreyer's goal. Anderlecht coming from behind to lead at half-time. Decent free kick played in, and it's gone in! And it's Dolberg to touch home. Augustinsson celebrating. He thought it was his, but he didn't see Dolberg touching it home, and that's 3 seconds after the restart. It is all Anderlecht right now. Very good free kick. First Augustinsson, then Dolberg to make sure. I'm not sure it was going in from Augustinsson. Dolberg with a finish. Clearance only going as far as Augustinsson in a central position. He's got it through well. Short by De Leone. Great chance. Strike-ins! And it's 4! 2 goals in the first 6 minutes of the second half. And Anderlecht are home and hose now. Mario Strike-ins, his second of the season. A tight angle. Nice setup by Leone. A fine finish. Dolberg causing problems out wide. It's going to rebound well. Almost Hazard. On the turn, Dreyer hits the post. What a chance. Dreyer on a hat-trick. Leuven very much on the rack at the moment. Decent try by Dome. Testing Schmeichel well. Very good stop. Leuven need a major comeback. It's not coming now. Good stride forward, Arnstad. Dreyer! Marvellous goal! And a hat-trick for Anders Dreyer. All hit from outside the penalty area. Probably the longest range hat-trick you will ever see. And that, the pick of the bunch. A glorious result for Anderlecht, 5-1. And they stay second in the Pro League. Anderlecht 5, out heavily Leuven 1. And that man with 3. It's a topper in the Belgian Pro League, but not a top of the table clash right now, nothing like it. The last 2 champions suffering a major dip and trying to get out of it. From the Jan Breidel, it's Club Brugge against Royal Antwerp. Skov Olsen, lateral ball, it's Nielsen territory. Dangerous one, claims of handball. Stopped by Mechelen. Back for Zinkernagel again. Andreas Skov Olsen. Here's Kasper Nielsen. Does he fancy a pop from there? He does. He always does. Cercle, great try, good save. Now it's livened up. Butte with a fine stop. Still on Belgium's books at the moment, Michel Ange. Palek William is declared for the DRC. There's a good try for Michel Ange Palek. Buchanan's thrown, it's set to be a long one. Looking for the flick on, he's got control from Jupiler, which was excellent! Magnificent goal, Ferran Jupiler! Pure magic! He has pulled a real rabbit out of the hat. Surrounded with nothing on, but what an inspirational finish. The first real trouble that they have caused Antwerp up front all game. They still have 3 changes left to make, and one of those was for an injury, so Mark van Bommel is largely happy with what he has, and he will be so now! By George, he's done it again! An equaliser with his very, very first touch for the second week in a row. Club Brugge completely caught out. And he may only be 17 years old, but he is earning his chance in this Antwerp side, and he is delivering. There's Balak Wisher to send it in. He got the flick on too, a brilliant flick on, which came from Toby Alderweireld. Nusa. Clever curl. Thiago's in there. Van Aken scores! And Club Brugge lead in the 90th minute. Captain fantastic. To their rescue. Nusa creating it. No problems with Igor Thiago being offside. His chest down. And Hans Van Aken turns home his 7th goal of the season. Club Brugge finally get a win. They go up into 5th spot. 6 weeks since they'd last got a league victory, but now they've turned Antwerp over in a very, very significant result. And they overtake Antwerp in the table. Crisis? What crisis? Westerlo still believe, but they're bottom. Visitors Union Saint-Gilloise are top. Union losing here 4-2 last season. Unhappy memories of that defeat, definitely from late in the campaign. Trying to exercise them today. Here's Dennis Eckert. Good try, just over. Union are up for it. Good control right in the middle from Nicholas Madsen. It's got it out towards Griffin Yao. They've got extra men coming up, and Daci's made his way through, and Westerlo are in front. And the bottom side might be ready to turn over. Union Saint-Gilloise again. A lovely strike by the Turkish midfielder. It fell well for Madsen. Yao in space. Daci in even more. Stole through, good finish. An early upset for Union Saint-Gilloise, definitely. After that brilliant win over Linz midweek, a comeback victory, and they're in trouble again here. Yao in the centre, great chance, just wide. Put there by Stassen. So close to 2 for Westerlo. Lucas Stassen could not have been any closer than this. Puertas with the corner. Good pressing from Union. Lapuzan, beautiful. Didn't he hit it well? Union on terms, 12 minutes before half-time. Like an arrow from Loïc Lapuzan. Bollat's not keeping that out. A lovely strike. Our youth cherish their heroes, and their heroes are level. Control well on this near side from Van Houten. Castro Montes as well in support. And he's got space for the cross. Eckert in! And Union have turned it around again. Last Linz their victims midweek in Europe. And now they've done it to Westerlo. It was very much a standing header from Dennis Eckert. And that's 8 for him this season now. 6 in the league, good cross. And the header, simples. Still a chance for Westerlo, only 2-1 down. Trying to put a good bit of pressure on. Got support here from Yao. Oh, that's a lovely try from Griffin Yao. The young American so close. A brilliant effort. Pinged and whizzed past Morris. Great break this is by Terho. He's got lots of support too. He might not need anybody. Terho, just wide. What a break. Jonas Durack has done great things with Westerlo, but they're finding themselves under the caution lot in recent weeks. And here again, Lapuzan pulling it back well. And Mora hits the crossbar. Eckert, and what a save by Bolat. A miracle that it's not 3-1. First of all, Amora. The great work by Lapuzan. Amora off the bar, and Eckert somehow denied. That was a brilliant save by Bolat. So close twice over. Well, Westerlo relied on Sinan Bolat so much since he arrived at the start of last season. Helped them get into the playoffs, and now they're in big trouble here. And Amora's in! And when he's in, he usually scores. And that will do it. 3-1 Union with 3 minutes to go. They didn't get it clear. They ran into trouble. Madsen robbed. And from there, Amora through for his 7th goal of the season. What a capture from Lugano. A resounding win for Union Saint-Gilloise. 4 points clear of Anderlecht again, and Club Brugge next. Westerlo 1, Union 3. A big game in the Belgian Pro League between two teams in fine form. The league's longest unbeaten run going south last week, but they're still looking good for a title challenge in the West. Two sides in great form. From the Glamco Arena, it's Gent against Standard Liège. Grooms, clever. Well claimed by Gineppo, penalty! That was inside, and Gent have a penalty after 2 minutes. What a dramatic start! Kuipers from the spot, and it's saved by Bodar! And it was right at him. Hong, Brown, Coombs. Great delivery, queuing up, somehow it stayed out. Kandus was up there. And Bodar with a miracle point-blank save. Kang on the way through, now he's gone down. Nothing coming for him this time. Carl Hopkins cannot believe it. He is apoplectic. Oh, it's given. Penalty for Standard now. And that's saved by Ruff. It's been a night for the goalkeepers. First Bodar and now Davy Ruff. Tissadali, great cross. What a header. Hong Hyun Suk denied by Bodar. And Bodar has pulled off 3 incredible saves. Tissadali bursting through and hits the crossbar. Hong sending it in. Solid head by Naysat, and it's in! It's Tissadali! Gent get there just as it's. And after that horrible ACL injury that kept him out of the World Cup last year, having his international recall from Morocco last week, Tissadali gets his 2nd in the league. Brown on the overlap. Cross was good. It's 2. It's Kuipers. It's inevitable. 13 this season for Hugo Kuipers. And Gent scored twice in 2 minutes. That's what title challenges are made of. There might not be any stopping Hugo Kuipers. Tissadali's got space. 3-0. And it's all happened in half a dozen minutes. Half-time cannot come quickly enough for Standard Liège. For Gent, it's marvellous. Kunga, an opening finally, and a goal back for Standard. Wilfried Kunga. That's 4 goals in 7 games, and they will hope the start of another fight back. Oh, he's cut on the outside now. I think he's going to go down a cul-de-sac. He went inside, penalty! It's another penalty! Good heavens! Standard Liège have got a ginormous lifeline. It's Kunga. It's saved again! And Davy Ruff has done it again. 3-1 win. All the goals coming in the first half for Gent, where they were so relentless. Not quite straightforward for Gent, but they go third. They're 5 points behind the leaders, Unisancho was. And tonight they were very, very sharp. 2 wins in 3 games, getting Kortrijk off the bottom, and against the Bruges clubs as well, both currently in the top 5. Genk had won 10 in a row last season before losing here. An important reminder from that coming from Carroll's boss, Glenn de Burke. Words of Rankin's men, 10 unbeaten in all competitions heading into this. Genk one of only 3 sides to have broken through the 20-goal barrier ahead of this weekend. Union and Club Brugge the other 2. Captain Einan with a decent stab at it, teed up by Patrick Rzowski. One-way traffic in the first half. Kortrijk without an attempt on target. Genk dominating the ball. 6 good chances. This the last of them. Rzowski may have lost his regular starting place for club and country in recent months, but his performances remain consistent. That's a decent effort, testing Vandenberger strongly. Kortrijk hanging on. Einan repaying the compliment this time. The Slovak international almost capitalising. Kortrijk happy to go in scoreless at the break. Sometimes football is about pure survival. De Carroll's chipping up Club Brugge 1-0 last week, despite Club having 18 chances, 74% of the ball, and a late penalty from Andreas Skov-Olsen. Could Felipe Avenate supply a repeat act this time? Martin van der Voort getting down well to deny him. Kortrijk's first attempt on target 9 minutes into the second half. And that's enough to shake Genk into motion. Rzowski getting Joseph Paintsel forward down the right-hand side, and with no obvious progress coming through, Rzowski going a more direct route, finding Tolu at the far post. The Nigerian striker's 6th goal of the season, his 3rd in the league, and for Genk's leading scorer, the sweet taste of success. Rzowski's cross irresistible, Tolu the right man in the right place. Genk have been spreading the goals around this season. Kortrijk finally getting their first win of the season 9 games in, though only a 97th minute equaliser from Anders Dreyer denying them against Anderlecht. Skipper Abdel Kadri with a belching try from outside the area, turned away by Van der Voort. The home side with extra confidence in recent weeks. Kadri taking the resulting corner 2, the clearance only going as far as Christian Malinov. Kortrijk getting closer. Rzowski's header clearing the edge of the area, but hit back with some interest. Prior to that, Kadri taking the initiative. A 1-goal foundation is usually never enough. Einan's control and pinpoint ball to send Paintsel storming clear. He's not a man to turn down second invites either. Genk's second with 18 minutes to go, going a long way towards wrapping up the result. Only his 3rd in the league this season too, having finished last season as top scorer with 18 goals. Genk just about in total control now. Christopher Bonsu-Ba with the setup on the way, found by Rzowski. Einan clipping the crossbar. The game just about up for Kortrijk now. And the Kerels finding themselves pinned in around their own penalty area, unable to get the ball properly clear. Matthias Galas's strike testing Vandenbergen majorly. Andy Zakiri's follow-up helped in by Daniel Munoz. Not much time to celebrate though. An instant offside flag seeing to that. But a 4-minute VAR check confirming the goal would be given. 3-0 Genk. Kortrijk really stretched. Galasa and Zakiri coming close. Munoz just forcing it over the line. Genk were seconds from the title last season, and with only one defeat to the name so far here, they mean business again. Bonsu Ba for Bilal El Khanous with the quick cross. Zakiri's header denied by the crossbar. 3-0 up into the 7th minute of stoppage time, and still looking for more goals. But that's one defeat and 15 in the league now for Genk, back up to 5th in the table and firmly in the hunt. The Kerels remain second from bottom. Kortrijk 0, Racing Genk 3. It's the year of the draw, but winners all the way this week. The top 5 all getting victories. Cercle at Mechelen, Anderlecht with 5 against OHL, Union with a 6th in a row coming at Westerlo, Gent winning a belter against Standard Liège, and Genk coming good in the second half at Kortrijk. Hans van Aken's late winner for Club Brugge over Antwerp has big implications for both. Wins in the bottom half of the table for Sint-Truiden over RWDM, and Eupen against Charleroi. With the top 5 all winning as you were immediately at the top, Union 4 clear of Anderlecht, 5 ahead of Gent, Cercle and Genk holding their own. Club Brugge swap positions with Antwerp after their late winner. Eupen are the big movers in the bottom half from 14th to 10th, interrupting Charleroi's rise up the table. Leuven and Mechelen drop into the bottom 4 and the relegation playoff places. Last season's top 4 meet again next weekend. Champions Antwerp hosting Racing Genk on Saturday night. Leaders Union entertain Club Brugge on Sunday, with Cercle Anderlecht another mouth-watering current top 4 battle. Sint-Truiden and Eupen kick it all off on Friday, with RWDM Kortrijk and Leuven Westerlo also important at the bottom. Standard against Mechelen and Charleroi Gent on the agenda Sunday. Until then, from Will Downing and the Pro League TV team in Brussels, enjoy your football.